got juicy in the world of YouTube mom content creators because Amanda from This Crazy Life just flipped the script on all of us, and baby, the tea is hot. After months of insisting she couldn't afford to move out of the house she bought with her now ex, Kyle, Amanda just announced she's officially out of there. Yep, she's leaving the family home behind and stepping into a brand new rental. And if you think this was a sudden decision, think again, because the timeline is not adding up, and some viewers are starting to side-eye the whole situation. See, not even 2 weeks ago, Amanda dropped a heartfelt, clean and decorate with me video that felt like a goodbye, but maybe not moment. She played it off like she was still unsure about the move, just casually testing the waters.
I'm going to be moving out of this home, hopefully sooner than later, but we'll just kind of see how things fall. With that being said, there are some kind of more favorite and special decor pieces on here, and so I wanted to be able to take those with me.
But then, out of nowhere, comes an empty house tour and boom, she's all moved out and talking leases. So either Amanda moves at lightning speed, or she had this lined up for a while and just didn't want to spill the beans yet. And honestly, that second theory is giving. Let's be real, getting into a rental isn't a one-day thing. There's viewings, applications, background checks, credit checks, deposits, it's a process. Which means Amanda likely knew this was happening well before she started acting like she was on the fence. So the big question is, why act like you don't know what's next when you clearly do? Some people think it was to keep the audience guessing, build suspense. Others are saying it was her way of controlling how the story unfolds. Either way, she's not exactly handing us the full puzzle. But hold on, it gets even messier. After Amanda started boxing up her stuff and removing her personal decor, Kyle, oh yes, the same Kyle she's divorcing.
But at the same time, I want to keep this home decorated so that it still feels cozy and warm and inviting and all the things. I am going to be taking down all of this decor, and I thought it would be so fun to actually show you how you can decorate on like a tiny budget an entire space. So I have been thrifting with my sister.
Asked her to go out and buy more decorations to fill in the empty spaces. And here's the real kicker, she did it. She literally went out, bought more decor, and continued fluffing pillows and styling shelves for a house she's leaving. According to her, it's partially for the kids, since they'll still be living there part-time, but she also admitted that Kyle specifically asked for the house to stay looking cozy. And rather than fight it, Amanda said she's picking her battles.
Why are you making it really nice and cozy in here? Why are you, cleaning these spaces and things like that? And I completely understand the confusion. My kids will end up living in this home part-time, and so I do want. And then the other reason is I am following a request that he has made. He wants the home to stay decorated, but at the same time, there are specific home decor items that I really love that are really special to me that I've maybe bought and DIY'd in the past, or I've thrifted or something. And so I would like to bring some of those items with me. And if he's wanting the home decorated when I'm able to move out, just feel like this is the best way to go about doing that. And I'm definitely just picking my battles.
So now people are wondering, what's really going on between these two? One minute it's divorce court, and the next, she's out here staging a cozy home for her ex like it's still 2019. The internet is split, some are praising her for being the bigger person, others are wondering if there's still some unspoken emotional entanglement happening behind the scenes. Because if you're truly done with someone, do you really go back and redecorate their house at their request? And let's not forget, this is Amanda's job. Filming these cleanups, makeovers, moving vlogs, it's not just therapeutic, it's strategic. Every mop swipe and thrift haul is content. It's engagement. It's profit. So when she redid that laundry room, after deciding to move out, fans were like, wait, what? But if you look closer, it starts to make sense. It was a final touch for closure, sure, but it was also a goldmine of views. Because Amanda isn't just choosing peace, she's choosing profit. What looked like a sweet gesture might really just be part of the hustle. And her fans? They're eating it up. Amanda's numbers are rising, her videos are being shared, and people are obsessed with this new chapter. She's turning her life transition into a storyline, and the drama is making the algorithm work overtime. Viewers think they're just watching someone move on, but what they're really seeing is a masterclass in blending personal chaos with brand strategy. And just when we thought Amanda's story couldn't take another twist, she invites us into her brand new rental home with an emotional, carefully crafted message that hit viewers right in the feels. In her pinned comment, Amanda thanks her followers for sticking by her through what she calls a deeply emotional year. She talks about heartbreak, hope, peace, and building a new life with her boys. It's all incredibly heartfelt, but also incredibly intentional. See, when creators use language like join the family or be part of this chapter, they're not just being sweet, they're building a bond, a one-way bond. It's what's called a parasocial relationship, where viewers feel deeply connected to someone they don't actually know, someone who doesn't know them either. And Amanda? She's leaning all the way into that strategy. The more people feel like they're part of her journey, the more they'll watch, comment, share, and even defend her when things get messy. That kind of loyalty is marketing gold.
Over the next several months, I will be really just settling into this home, decorating in here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do any DIY projects. I'm hoping that I'll be able to, just like some subtle ones, but we'll see.
But there's a flip side. Because when viewers start feeling like they personally know Amanda, when they start investing their emotions and time, it gets blurry. It becomes harder to separate the woman from the brand, the real life from the content machine. And Amanda? She's smart. She knows how to keep people tuned in, just enough to keep the mystery alive, but not so much that she loses control of the story. Now in the house tour, Amanda opens up about her plans for the new place, sort of. She says she's hoping to make subtle updates, maybe a few DIYs here and there. But there's a catch, she hasn't actually cleared any of this with the landlord. So all of those big makeover moments we're used to might be on hold. If the landlord says no to painting, renovations, or refinishing things like that dreamy woodtop desk she mentioned, Amanda may have to pivot, and that could mean we start seeing content filmed in other people's homes again, or a heavy return to decorating on a budget and clean with Mia vlogs that are renter-friendly. Either way, she knows she has to keep the videos coming. Because let's not forget, this is how she pays her bills.
It's a really nice built-in desk area. Again, I would love to refinish this. We'll see. I have not asked our landlords and I'm not going to bug them about it. If they're open to it, I will take care of it and do a really nice job on it. But if not, then it's great too. It's very, very functional, but it just has this really nice wood top. But stay tuned because I'm going to start moving things in right now. I don't have a speck of furniture here or anything. I am going to be bringing a few things over, but I'm starting a lot from scratch on that. And I just think it'll be perfect because it'll give me the chance to really just start.
The cleaning, the staging, the subtle product placements, it's not just a coping mechanism, it's a business plan. But here's where it gets a little spicier. Amanda reveals that aside from a few items, she's essentially starting over with no furniture. That sent the comment section spiraling. People immediately jumped to conclusions, wondering if Kyle kept everything in the split. Some fans were frustrated, saying Amanda deserved to keep the home she poured herself into. Others pointed out how lucky she is to even afford a rental this nice in today's housing market. And let's talk about that. Because not long ago, Amanda said on camera that she couldn't afford the mortgage on the family home and rent a place at the same time, especially with YouTube income being split. But now, she's in a spacious new rental and quietly moving forward. She didn't say what changed, and maybe that's intentional. Maybe she wants us to focus on the fresh start, not the financial flip, but the shift is impossible to ignore. That's the tricky part about these lifestyle creators. We're watching curated snapshots of their lives, and the gaps between the footage leave room for speculation. Amanda is giving viewers enough to stay emotionally attached, but she's not handing over the whole truth. And that's not a dig, it's just the reality of this space. This is storytelling with a strategy, a highlight reel with just enough vulnerability to keep everyone guessing. And now, she's documenting her blank slate, the move-in, the plans, the empty house that she says is full of possibility. But how much of it is healing, and how much of it is just good business? That's the question. Because behind the cozy rugs and ambient lighting, Amanda is still walking the tightrope of content creation and real-life transition, and she's making sure we're all watching. Let me know what you think of Amanda's new chapter. Are you here for the makeover content? Or are you starting to see the bigger picture behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is far from over.